Hey everyone, I promised I would do this at 3 o'clock, so we're getting ready. Promised yesterday, but I had a day. We went to church and then we went out to pour my friend Wade White's restaurant. So I got all our petals cut for our peacock wreath and I have it started. Just couldn't decide which order I wanted to put the colors in. So first, I'll show you how to make the petals. Okay, I did heat seal mine with the wood burner because if you don't, some of this mesh, especially the value mesh, it is going to ravel no matter what. This is my first live, so I hope y'all can see me. We're gonna take a 10 by 10. This is just regular deco mesh. And you're gonna see where the serged edges are. That's the factory edges. You want them on the left and the right, but we're gonna turn this into a diamond shape. And to make this petal, it's just a regular leaf petal, or sometimes we use that sunflower petals. So all you do is we're gonna scrunch this in and scrunch all the way to the other end. We're gonna flip it. Just make sure your edges are as close as can be. And you can either clip it with a clip or use your little trusty rubber bands. I'm gonna use rubber band on one set of petals because we're gonna use 2 sets with this wreath. Hope everyone had a good weekend. So just put your little rubber band on there. I've already made some, so we're actually gonna use the round flower board today. It's the large board. I've already loaded the zip ties. This is what it's gonna look like on the back. We're gonna use, and they're rows. We're gonna use row 2, 3, 4, and 5. The outside holes are if you wanna make a flower or a rose and you wanna put leaves on them. That's what we use the outside holes for. You could also add this petal to it if you wanted, but we're just gonna use row 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've already started, and we'll just start with the blue. I'm starting with the blue. So we're gonna start there. Hey, Linda. Glad you could join me. So I've got all the blue petals made. So we'll put that aside. All stuck together. But we're gonna use 2 sets of petals, so I want 4 petals in each zip tie. And you see what I'm talking about? You're gonna get a stray spray, no matter if you wood burn them or not, so just clip it off. Okay, so I'm gonna take the rubber band off of this one because I'm going inside the other one. Glad they're cheap. So we're gonna take this one that still has the rubber band. I don't know if that keeps doing that. I'm gonna open this petal up and put this one inside. You're gonna have 4 petals. And just don't let go of it before you get it in the zip tie. I had already started on this, so I'll have to go up under here. Just wanted to get my colors right. Like I said, just don't let go until you get that zip tie tied. Zip tie. I like to clip as I go. And you want to make sure your petals are, your factory edge is on top of your cut edge. And they will lay down once you get all the rows on top of them. And that is a sunflower petal, or like I say, it could be used for a leaf petal. All you would do is put it this way if you were doing green leaves. Okay. Should already put all these together. So I'll clip this off. It's not hard. You can even make them as you go. I made them all yesterday while I was actually thought I was going to take a nap, but I never did. Kind of get a little handful here, but just kind of hold them together. I might be a little slow, but I like to get it in there right. I don't know if I can see y'all's comments, or if you have a comment, just leave it, and I can answer later. My eyes aren't really that good. I'm on the phone. All right, so this would be easier. Now I'll make the petal for you one more time too. Clip it. It's really easy, and you can change your wreath up. You don't have to put the same colors together. You don't even have to use 4, but it's gonna be really, really full. Keep going. I did start me a YouTube channel. It's just under Judith's Fantasy Creations. And Judith is my given name. My mama gave it to me, but everybody calls me Judy, so. Except my mother-in-law, Hun Linda, she used to call me Judy Booty. I miss her so much. Oh, I need to show you something else on the petal. Let me get this one done. We'll make another. My son said, just sit there and talk to yourself, because that's what you're good at. Isn't he something? Aunt Linda, I get Aunt Linda on him. If you don't have a wood burner, you can use a rotary cutter. And I don't see mine right off the bat. I'm on my dining room table. It's a mess. But you can use, they're cut 10 by 10, and you can use that rotary cutter. And you might have a little fray, but not much. Okay, so make sure you keep your factory edge on right and left. And we're just gonna scrunch this bottom. Just fold it under a little bit. And just scrunch. Looks like a little bow tie. And just flip it. Just make sure your points are as close as you can get them. Nobody's perfect. I never had a wood cutter until probably a year ago. But it takes a little time, but it's well worth it to me, because you don't hardly ever have any ravels, especially on poly burlap. You know, that's plastic and it will ravel. Oh, and look what I just done. I made purple. I want to put it in the blue spot. It's a trial and error. We want blue. Clip that little rubber band. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I'll take the one with the rubber band, and I'm gonna slip it in between. You could put them side by side. It's not a wrong way to do it, but the corner of what look you're looking for. Like I said about the net, you can get that value net, which is really cheap, and it's gonna ravel no matter what, and it might be a little thin. If you get this, it has the foil, has a line of foil in it, and they can get a little thick. It's gonna be pretty. I think the last one I made come out to about 30 inches. That's what we're gonna do on all these rows. Hope I don't bore y'all. And I can't see any comments or anything, so I have to look at that later, figure that out. But the flower boards came from a woman in Canada. Her name is Lori, and she owns a company called Unique in the Creek. They're all made of plastic, heavy plastic, but they're all recyclable. So if you don't, and I've seen some knockoffs online, but they're not, you'll know it if you see a knockoff. If it don't have Unique in the Creek, it's not their patent. She sells all kinds of mesh. She has a YouTube channel that shows all kinds of petals and flowers. Of course, she's been doing it for a while. She's a pro, and she's a good designer. She can take deco mesh and make whatever you want. So I get a lot of my inspiration from her. And she has a YouTube page also. These are kind of thick. That's why I'm having such a... Have to go real slow, get them both in here. I think we're gonna do blue, green, purple, and then on the inside row we'll use purple and green. Could have added some feathers, peacock feathers. You would just, when you put your petal in, you could just stick a, I don't have one cut, or I would show you, but it would be really pretty. These remind me of Mardi Gras colors too. So I got two different centers. We're gonna look and see which one looks the best. Thanks for hanging with me, y'all. So I get up to speed. Might get a little faster. That's why I went ahead and cut the petals where y'all wouldn't have to watch all that. But you need to know how to make them. And you can also get these boards on Amazon now. I think you have to buy 5 in a pack, and they're not expensive. They're less expensive than a wire wreath, actually. And the wall hanging that we made the other day, well, hanging over there, I don't think you can see it. That's that oval board from Unique in the Creek. That's their new board. I'm making something now, and I'm not gonna say what it is, but when I get through with it, I'll explain it to y'all. It's using 1.5 boards. Cut the board in 2. Linda's probably already seen it, but I'm gonna finish it here soon. Since it's weatherproof, I'm gonna put it on my fence around my pool. Y'all probably seen my little ladybug that I made. It's so cute. It can go outside also. All this deco mesh is weatherproof. Just have to be careful with the ribbon. I was telling y'all about the brunch or lunch we went to yesterday at my friend Wade's place. It's named Pour, the name of the restaurant. It's out across from Century Tail off of 165. I had biscuit and egg and fruit cup. And they had Cajun grits and Cajun biscuits. And my friend Chuck Redden, which I know everybody knows, he serenaded us for a while. But we had fun. We done that after church. We went to church first. I don't know if no, I forget I'm live. Okay, we're almost finished with this row. Let's see, if you make your petals ahead of time, that's all you have to do is slip them in. And this is a simple petal. I use it a lot with sunflowers. So if you're interested in making wreaths, just pick your video and pick up one petal to start off with. That's what I done. I made one petal for just about everything if I was using the flower board until I got it right. There's still a few that I will not make. Well, I'll put it this way. I don't want to mess them up. But I'm learning. I love these. I've made wreaths for a long time, but I've just never used the board. I used to see all these pictures of those roses, and I just never could figure out how they made them. So one day I found Lori from Unique in the Creek with a tutorial, and it was nothing like I thought it was. It was just amazing. We can do that next. Teach you how to make a rose. It's really neat. I hope this is the last one, because I hope I counted right. The last blue one. So pretty outside. Alright, remember what I said about not letting go after you get this in here. I'm gonna let go and then have to redo it. Okay, here's our last one. Are y'all seeing the board? Hold on. Is that better? You see, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be pretty. Okay, now we're gonna start on the green. Now this green that I have, I only had like a half a roll of the foil. So I had to use some baggy net, and I'll show you the difference. This is the one with the foil in it. It's good and stiff. But you can get a hold of this. Here's one right here. Sorry. See how much thinner it is compared to this one? And it ravels. I heat sealed it, and it's still, you can still see it. But you can just clip them. I'm gonna use these first. The little rubber bands come from the dollar store. Like 1,000 of them for $1. So that's why I'm cutting. Not trying to save them. And you can leave them on your petals because they'll just disintegrate and no one will ever know they're there. Okay, so we're on row 3. We're going to do all green. So I like to cut my ties as I go. And it will get hung up on each other. Just gotta make sure that they're under there. Put your raw edge on top of the factory edge. One thing about the value mesh is being thin, you can also see your purple through there. That's why I'm doing it on this row, because when I put the purple on top of the green, if I put the purple on the blue, you might not be able to see the blue. Here's one of those petals that are value mesh. But I had to use them because all I had. I actually wanted it on the inside, so I'm gonna clip both of these rubber bands. Just open your little bow tie up, and not even in the camera. Why'd y'all say something? I couldn't read it if you did. Okay, here we go. Got my 4 petals. Oh, I know. I was going to show you how you can put them on top of each other. Y'all can send me a comment or a note afterwards on your thoughts, and if you couldn't see or could see, or what I can do different. So I'm welcome to all the advice I can get. Like I say, it's my first time. Clip these. I'm putting them inside each other, but you can, if you want, put them side by side like this. It might be easier starting out to do it like that, but I've already started this, so I'm gonna just continue with putting my rubber band one inside that little nub. Just making sure you get all petals just about the same size. And scrunch up and just hold on tight till you get it in the zip tie. And you zip it. You can hear the zip tie with that clicking sound, because they do have a wrong way and a right way to go in. It has a flat side, so when you get it in, I don't have an open hole. Just make sure that this goes into the flat side, and you can hear it click, because if not, it's not going to stay. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to show you the petal again. Just a second. I'm going to cut both of these. It's that mesh is not real thick. I hope y'all can see. I keep saying that because I can't see anything for the writing on the end. You hear the zip tie clicking. Just take zip tie. If you don't have a zip tie gun, just use a pair of needle nose pliers. All right, see how thin this is? You're gonna be able to see your blue through it. Straighten out your petals. I'm sitting on my feet and they're going to sleep. I might have to shift. I get to the center. I've made 2 centers, not centers. Or you can make one that's right on the board, but we can do that another day. We're gonna try these first. And you can use different petals on the same wreath. You can do different petals. You can mix them. You can even mix the mesh. I've used poly burlap, jute, regular deco mesh. Just whatever you want. It's your wreath. And the colors. We could have done this different colors every other one, but like I say, I'm gonna do it this way because I like this. If you want to make one, you do whatever you want. Right. If it comes undone a little bit, just scrunch it back. I happened to use my phone, my iPad to work the other day. It kept freezing, or might not been enough storage on it. No, I'm not even in the camera. If anybody's here that wasn't here when I made the petal, I'll make one where you can see it's 10 by 10 poly. It's not poly burlap, it's just regular deco mesh. Just make sure your edges, if you turn it this way, make sure your factory edges to the right and left, and then when you turn it to a diamond, and then we're going to scrunch from one end to the other. Make sure you're not on a tablecloth, because tablecloth's gonna go with you. And just twist up. This is where you can use these little clips. I got these at Walmart. Or you can use clothespins. Okay. So this one already has a rubber band on it, so I'm just gonna take this off. Open this up. Put that inside. Are we through? Thought I had another green one. I think that was all of them. Okay, well, we don't need that. We need purple. We'll save that for later. Okay. So now we're gonna start on row 4. It only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pair of holes. We're using 2 petals. I've already got one with 4 right here that we made earlier. I'm gonna push this back a little bit. I can see better. Petal. See, it don't take that long. Once you have your petals made and the board loaded, you're good to go. And you'll love it. I do sell the wreaths, so if you're interested, I don't have a website yet. Just have a Facebook page, and I do have Instagram. I try to post all of them on Instagram. Oh, but I do have the YouTube now. I only have 2 videos on there, but I'm gonna add this one. And it's under Judas Fantasy Creations. So you can see the green the green through the purple. Just a few more, then we can look at our center. Thanks for hanging in with me. I appreciate it. Miss PJ says I like to talk to myself. I don't have to talk to myself. I didn't have a rubber band on that pedal. Slip it in the middle. Slip it in the zip tie. This mesh is pretty thick with that foil running through it. Have to be real careful to need to get both the nubs in there. And what nubs, what I'm talking about, is usually about a finger, end of your finger. Get it in there at least that far. Straighten your petals as you go. Or your factory edges are all going one way. A few more. I gotta have a sip. Oh, excuse me. I'm actually still drinking coffee. And that's a no-no for me. After a certain time, I'm gonna have to throw it away. I'm not gonna throw it away, I'm gonna drink it. Before 5 o'clock, anybody has indigestion or can't drink caffeine after a certain time, you know what I'm talking about. And it's so hard for me because I like coffee. I can drink it all day long. But it don't like me after about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And it does not keep me awake. Everybody says, I don't know how you go to sleep at night. Well, it does just the opposite on me. Actually makes me sleepy. So I have to take a nap in the middle of the afternoon, probably. Used to never take naps during the day. I guess we're just getting older. We need a nap. Trash pile. Okay. We're purple, almost finished. Leave me a comment what y'all think so far. If y'all need any help or want to start making, or if you want the materials to make, just let me know. We could do it together. I'll tell you where to get the material, or either you just buy it from me. You just send me a DM or give me a call. Whatever you like. And whatever you want to make, usually I can make. So one little boy asked me if I would make him a robot for his room. I don't know about that, but we might have to give it a shot. He showed me exactly what he wanted. He was so cute. One of BJ's friends' son. They live in Japan. Her mother passed away, so they were in. And he saw these wreaths, and he said, "Would you please make me this for my wall?" So, who knows? I might surprise him. I'll tell you what else he done. I have a project started, which I told y'all, on the oval board plus half of another oval board. And I asked him, I said, do you know what I'm making? Or do you know what that's gonna be on that wall? He is the only person that has told me what that's gonna be. No one, when I ask, can tell me. And he's only like, I don't know, maybe 7. Very artsy. Or he can build. It was just amazing. He was smart. He was amazing. But I'm gonna have to work on his robot. I might get him to come help me make wreaths. He wanted my Chanel stems. I don't know what he was gonna make, but I gave him a few. But he's really talented. Okay, that's all the purple. Now we're going to, let's see. And the boards also, on the back there's there's 2 holes for hanging. Just put your zip tie backwards, or you can put a ribbon there. You can see how the back is looking. All neat, nothing to scratch your doors. You can put your business card right on the back of them. So I think we are going to, I don't have any blue left. We'll do purple and green together. So let's just make this petal again. Anybody that's on that might not have seen before. And like I say, this is that value mesh, and it will ravel. There is spray, and I heat sealed this. Bunch, turn. Okay, let's put, do we want purple? Yes, we do. I'm gonna put it on the inside of the green. Because we only have 4 zip ties left. 4 holes left. Right, my green is a little bit bigger than my purple. That's okay. Let's see. Green, let's see, purple. I like that. Have a green one here. Let's do this. Take this one apart. Let's add us some purple. On the outside. We're gonna go on the inside. I have done this sort of wreath like this, using all different colors for summertime. It was really pretty. I sold them as soon as I made them. They had a glittery center. You can use some decoupage, styrofoam ball, and some glitter if you like glitter like me. I like everything that glitters. Sparkles. The blue would have been pretty mixed with this too, but I didn't have enough petals. I like the purple and green too. All right. I didn't put a clip on this. We're gonna use it. So let's put it inside. Put your, oh, come on. I want my factory edge over my cut edge. See how full it's getting? It's really full here in the middle. There's 2 holes in the middle, and that's where I use to attach my center. You can see them, but there's 2 in the middle. Okay, we only have 1 of these left, and I'll show you why we have to use certain centers to cover up our zip ties. You can make a ruffle or curl right on the board in the middle of the wreath. But I think we're going to use one I made. We're going to see which one looks best. Put that, need some green. Just trying trying to think if I forgot to tell you anything. Open your petal. Stick this one in. Just kind of fix them before I put them in the zip tie if possible. Just scrunch the bottom. Okay, so last one. I need to get the iPad out, maybe look at it, and I'll probably see any questions, if y'all have any questions on there. We'll do that next time. Okay, okay. I think I've covered up my 2 middle holes. Oh, we'll find them. So anyway, find the top. Huge, isn't it? It looks so pretty. And if you're if the outside don't lay like you want, all you have to do is lay it down on the floor and put a book on top or some magazines, and it'll flatten it out. Okay, center. I made this one. I tried to put some glitter. I'm gonna have to go back and take that off. I tried to glitter the rhinestones, but it didn't work. But this is just styrofoam. I painted it black. These are corsage pins. You can get them at Hobby Lobby and just stuck in there. And I put Mod Podge over the paint and glitter. Have tons of glitter. And I gotta get off my feet. They're both asleep. Ugh. But I'm not quite tall enough. So, this is just hot glued. I got a Flora pen stuck in it and then hot glued it. And the chenille stems will go in those middle 2 holes, if I can find them, from the net. That purple was kind of thick. So, I'm just gonna stick it in here and let y'all see how it looks. It's gonna look. Then I'm gonna show you the other center. And you don't have to use those 2 holes. You can use any hole. Okay, and so you just pull tight. And just turn it over. And just twist your zip tie. I usually glue mine in. I don't know if I like the way it sits up. Let me see. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me what you think. If you can see that. We're going to have to work with this camera. Let's see how big this is. It's almost 30 inches. Okay, let's see. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see this, where you can see the board. It's not quite covering it up, but I don't have it in there right. But I do like that. We might could put another row of ruffles around it. I don't know if I like it sticking up there. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And I've got one more I'm gonna show you. And then I'll let y'all go. All right, pull it out. I do not have this one glued down. I just come across this rope and I just rolled it around the styrofoam. I think it's gonna be too big. That's why I left it like this, where I can see. Uh-oh. I didn't have it on there too good, did I? Oh, Lord, my pen came out. That's what happens when you go live. Let's see if I can fix it right quick where you can see. The colors match perfect. But you would just glue this. Go around the styrofoam. And glue it with your hot glue. I use, what's that glue? It's glue sticks. Gosh, what's the name? Can't remember the name of the glue. That's what happens when you get old. Anyway, okay, this might work better. This might be pretty prettier than the other one. I don't know. I have to glue it. I think it's gonna be the right size though. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. It has green, gold, and purple in it. It's really pretty too. So we'll have to decide on the center, and I'll show y'all when I get it finished. We also have these little flat discs. You can do the same thing too. You can glitter it, and it would work perfect. Just paint it, put Mod Podge, and then pour your glitter on top of it. So, okay, well, I'm so glad y'all joined me today. We will do it again. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see made, or if you have any questions, just post or give me a call, send me a DM. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll have the center in by tomorrow, and I'll post a picture of it. Okay? Thanks. Bye, y'all. Well,